Dave Rubin of the Rubin Report always seems to talk about the exchange of ideas and how it's great to have an exchange of ideas and things like that, and that, he interviews both sides of the aisle, and everyone seems to say, oh, thank you so much for having people from both sides of the aisle on your show. But I have done some looking, and I realized very quickly that this was an echo chamber. Dave Rubin's Rubin Report has effectively become an echo chamber, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why. I'm sure you guys know. But here's what it is, okay? He has not had on a left-wing liberal on his show for 5 months, okay? So the last liberal that he had on his show that actually talked about politics is Trey Crowder, who, as you guys know, is the redneck liberal. He's totally awesome. You can check out his videos. Of course, he's huge. But let's just run through some of the names here. So they have Katie Hopkins, and he had Jack Conte on, but he's just a Patreon CEO. I don't know what his politics are. All I know is that he closed down Lauren Southern's account because she was helping fund a boat that was going to go and basically get refugees killed. So that's all I know about him. So to my understanding, he's just kind of apolitical. But then you have Bill Whittle, talks about Trump, Russia, and reactionary media. You have Dr. Mike Munger, social justice, safe spaces, and universal basic income. Trump, Gary Johnson, and libertarian politics. And then he had Eric Weinstein on, making sense of Donald Trump. He had Andrew Klavan on. Or sorry, that was Andrew Klavan. Andrew Klavan. Lacey Green, who said that she recently took the red pill. You have Dennis Prager on, Thaddeus Russell, and you had Majid Nawaz, but he didn't talk about anything politics. He moreover just talked about Islam in general, as always. And then you had Peter Boghossian. You had Sargon of Akkad, who is not a liberal. He is a very odd person. I don't know what the fuck I would call him. And then you have Tim Pool, who is indeed a right-winger. You had this rabbi guy, and then thoughts on religion. Have Jason Whitlock, who was criticizing LeBron James for having that racist thing on his house or some shit like that. Got Aaron Flam, Antonio Okafor, who is a black armed conservative. You have Abby Hall, who I believe is a libertarian, although there's not much information on her. I don't know why he had her on his show. Tristan Harris, nothing to talk about in my understanding about politics. You have Bridget Gabriel, who is a conservative, basically criticizing Linda Sarsour, etc. Then you have Ayan Hirsi Ali, who was actually on this show just talking about Islam and criticizing the left and etc. etc. Brandon Turner, who is actually a professor, I believe, of classical liberalism. You have Austin Peterson, Yasmin Mohammed, Mark Duplass, Patrick Vincent, Tommy Sotomayor, Jason Stapleton, and Andrew. Now, Andrew Seidel is just for civil rights, so I know a lot of people are going to think that he's a liberal, but really he is just talking about freedom and rights. And then you have Brian Kaplan, who is an anarcho-communist, or capitalist, sorry, my apologies there. And then you have David Horowitz, and you have Roaming Millennial, Sky Williams, Armored Skeptic, Colin Moriarty, Lauren Southern, Dan Carlin, don't know what his politics are. And then you finally have Trey Crowder on, who is a liberal. So it's been 5 months and he's actually had a liberal on his show, which is truly remarkable. And this is the truth about Dave Rubin, a complete and utter fucking echo chamber. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.